So I am so excited about today, you guys. I finally get to start my tomatoes, and I am also going to check some of my seedlings to see if they are ready to be potted up. So let's go. So I already went through all of my tomato seeds that I have here. I have 3 of these little guys full of seed varieties. Some that I bought last year, some that I bought this year, and some that I collected last year as well. And even I got some from a seed swap that I did recently from my last video. But I basically already decided what varieties I am going to be using. I am going to show you those in a minute. But let me show you what I'm going to use to actually try to germinate the seeds. This is just a regular, I think it's a food tray from Hobby Lobby. It's like super hard, it's like really hard. And then I'm going to be using these guys here. I am not exactly sure the size of these guys, but they're kind of big. They're bigger than the 72 cell. They're a lot bigger. So these 3 pieces is what I'm going to use for starting my tomato seeds. So let me show you exactly how I'm going to do that. I already have some finished here. This is basically what I'm going to use to write the names of the varieties here. Each little container is going to be one type of tomato. So I am going to be putting multiple seeds here just to try to get them to germinate, and then I'll move them to bigger containers once they are ready. So as you can see here, I will have 6 different types of tomato varieties here, and that's just going to make it easier for me to keep track of them. Super easy. And this tray right here is how they're just going to work. So as you already know from my past videos, I like to start with seed starting mix that is already semi-wet. It's very fluffy, so if I use it dry, it's just going to be kind of blowing all over the place. This way, it's just I can just handle it well, and at the time of watering later after the seeds are here, I don't have to worry about the mix settling down. So that's just how I like to do them. Let me show you all the varieties that I'm going to start in this year. I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible so you can see. This is from my friend Nikki. She sent me this from Broadway Gardener. So my goal here is this year in my garden to get a total of about 40-45 tomatoes, including cherries and tomatillos. Well, not tomatillos. Tomatillos are going to be in a different spot. So without tomatillos, I would like a total of 40 to 45. So basically each container here, I'm just going to fill it up with one type of seed, and I am going to just get them to germinate, and once they are big enough, then I can just move them out to a different pot. So I am just going to go through this really quick. I have my super fancy way of keeping track of what I need. So I'm just going to go, and I'll probably let's just say like this guy right here, carbon tomato. I need, or I would like to be able to get 2 plants of this. So I am just going to add 4 seeds to one container. That way I have, just in case one of them or half of them don't germinate, at least I get that chance to get the extra seeds.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own.
Okay, so I already finished with my tomato seeds, and here they are. So now what I'm going to do is that they're going to go underneath the LED lights that I have back there, and I'm just going to keep them water. Some of you asked about covering with something clear to make like a dome. I don't do that. My room is very warm in here, so I don't really have the need for that. But if you are in a cooler area, maybe in your basement or your garage, maybe you will consider something like that to keep the moisture in. I don't have any problems with that, so I don't actually do that. So try it out. See if having one works for you. Then what I will do is just having like a plastic container, plastic lid, plastic container, or even like a plastic wrap around them to keep the moisture in. So I have a couple of seedlings that may or may not be ready to be potted up. This lemongrass right here, it was started on the 15th of February. So it has been here for about a little bit over 2 weeks, and it's doing great, but I don't know if you can see there's a little bit of yellowing going on. And this is seed starting mix. So it's not potting mix. So I'm just going to take one out. Just want to see any of the roots, and of course oh, perfect. See that? I don't know if you can see that. It has a very good root system. What I'm going to do, especially with this one that I already sort of dug out of here, I am going to move into a bigger container, because I think that they just need that a little bit of the nutrients that it's lacking from the seed starting mix. So I am going to be putting this up into a bigger container all together here. So this is definitely a yes. And then the next one that I'm going to be looking, which I am almost 99% positive that these guys need potting up, is Gaura. I started this Gaura on the 10th of February. Look at that. This is pretty cool. So these are definitely, see how it's even like making that little root band there. So I'm just going to pot those up really quick, and let me show you how I'm going to be doing that. Thank you so much for being here today, you guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and think about that today. I am just going to show you everything that I'm doing as far as seed starting for this year. I am so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Until the next video.